Oh, my God. Where do we begin today?
I can barely talk. My voice is still all crackly.
My voice is just starting to come back.
Yeah, yesterday I had nothing. I couldn't even speak.
I guess we got to back up. Monday we did a fine live show on the radio. And then went to the Hard Rock Cafe for our huge Halloween party. Want to thank everyone that showed up. Want to thank the bands for showing up. It was a great, great time.
Had a blast.
It was an absolute pisser.
Sure.
But the live broadcast absolutely blew.
Stunk on ice.
So yesterday we just got to kind of wander around all day going, Jesus, this is why we didn't want to broadcast.
Well,
we had major discussions behind the scenes saying, we don't want to broadcast. We don't want to broadcast. It never works. I've been in radio a very long time. That was the worst live broadcast I've ever been associated with. Absolutely. I MiFi'd it. Holy shit.
Worse than day two?
Holy shit on ice.
Worse than day two, Boston?
Holy shit, yes.
Wow.
Yes, going all the way back to my BAB days when I had a broadcast from gas stations. And do beach reports at Robert Moses, giving the beach report, telling all the surfers how high the waves were. Yes, going back that far.
We've always said the live broadcast from the live event, not a good thing. And we used to have to do it. They would say, you guys got to do this because we're your boss and you got to do it. But now it's like, we've said it so many times that I don't know how it happened again. We throw a great party. We have a lot of fun. Or we can go to some place and do a remote broadcast, but not in front of, a crowd with his party going on.
Right.
But never the two.
Well, it's two different things, obviously. When you're trying to do just a radio show, you have to paint the pictures. You really have to paint the pictures.
Yeah.
Like at the live broadcast, for example, we were having the costume contest, and all of a sudden we're like, wow, Lil Connor Peterson, a guy dressed up as Lil Connor Peterson.
Yeah.
We don't have time, because we're in the middle of 500-600 people, to explain to the radio audience why this guy looks so good as Lil Connor Peterson. It's a visual that everyone is immediately getting at the venue.
Yep.
But you don't have time to explain it to the 600,000-plus listeners that are listening into this disaster.
I would try to explain it, and then the live crowd is like, oh, he's explaining what they're looking at. I could see it here.
Right. They don't understand that we have to try to do both things.
Right.
We have to be the MCs at this party. And, the feedback on the actual party, everyone there had a great time. Had an unbelievable time.
Yeah.
Thought it was one of our best parties.
Yeah, it was a good one. Great party.
Right. But then you got to get the feedback from the people that couldn't make it, that were listening in, because they're huge fans of the show from all over the country. And they were embarrassed, too. They were like, holy shit.
The sound stunk. We couldn't hear you. Everyone was drunk. Blah, blah, blah.
I want to apologize to the bands we had there. We can't replay your broadcast.
Oh, my God.
You can't.
What was it? Like, you heard no bottom end. Everything was tinny. Vocals way in the back.
Way in the back.
You'd hear, like, one guitar.
Right.
That was pretty much it.
Right.
I don't know. So
we should have been celebrating, our first anniversary and celebrating today that we had a great party. But we got this hanging over our heads. The broadcast stunk.
Yeah.
And we don't have the right people around us that, can make this happen. So until we do, we're not doing any more live broadcasts. Stop trying to talk us into it. It ain't happening.
No, we didn't want to do them. We don't do them, so we won't do them.
The obvious shit. Anthony and I are on stage, right? We're 3 or 4 feet away from each other. We still can't hear each other.
I couldn't hear anything.
So when I was re-listening to the Halloween party on the MiFi, you and I are just talking over each other. We're having two completely different conversations going on.
Oh, boy.
You're talking about one thing. I'm talking about another.
Oh, geez.
We're not syncing up because we can't hear each other.
No.
This is just basic broadcasting. This is the shit you got to, figure out way, way, way before we hit the stage.
Oh.
We don't have the right people around us to pull off a live broadcast. As simple as that. We just don't.
Yeah.
We don't. The presentation at the Hard Rock Cafe was absolutely great. It was unbelievable. Yeah. It really was. It was set up perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as trying to take all that and throw it on the radio for everybody else around the country, we don't have it yet. We stink.
Bit of a problem.
We absolutely stink.
I didn't get to listen back to it.
Don't.
I don't know why you did.
Don't. I just walked around all day.
I just read a few posts that were like, oh, man, it sounded like shit. Yeah, okay.
It didn't even sound good in a bad way, you know what I mean? Because like, running this channel and being on 24 hours a day on 202, it would be kind of cool to do some kind of, wacky things. Like, people know we do these road shows, right?
Yeah.
So to have a listen on what it's all about could be fun if the listener understands that it's not us trying to have a polished broadcast.
Yeah, we've always talked about the fact that we can, open up the channel and just throw some stuff on there for the hell of it.
Right.
During the night and see what happens.
But it wasn't even good for that.
No?
No.
Really?
No. No, it was horrendous. And
I heard Ron and Fez had a real fun time doing the broadcast.
Well,
I feel bad for them too. They had to struggle to do a broadcast from that event. Earl, I think, killed himself. I think Earl committed suicide.
Earl, who's Ron and Fez's producer, yeah, he was back here running the board.
Yeah.
So props to Ron and Fez. They did the best they could, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, but. It just, oh my God, it was embarrassing. I swear to God.
Really?
Yeah.
That good?
I still have it on my My File. Bring it in tomorrow if you want to listen to it.
Nah.
We can play a few clips today.
Uh-oh.
Derek's like, don't do this to yourselves. Derek's like, don't do it. Ben and Steve are in the other studio trying to find some clips to play today.
There were some stars. There were some stars backstage, though. I got to tell you, some stars. A couple of interns, man. Wow. Bill, we know, could hold his booze.
A couple of interns. The whole staff was fucking hammered.
Everybody pretty trashed.
Fucking hammered.
Pretty
man.
goddamn trashed.
If one more guy came up to me and said he loved me.
One
more, and I was ready to. I was gonna punch somebody.
Well, yeah, they were all drinking.
Why,
heavily,
as a grown man, do I have to have guys come up to me and say they love me?
Who was kissing everybody?
Look at you. Pete. Well, it's just an awkward thing. It's like, I love you, man.
Here's the worst one of the lot.
Who said they love you?
Here's the worst one of the lot.
Look around. Who didn't?
Oh. Dude.
Who knew that this guy had it in him?
Who knew? Like Bill, I figured, and Bill was trash. Bill, the intern,
right,
was just snotted drunk, and he's chugging Jacks like it was the last drink he was ever going to have. I expected that from him. And he just gets all quiet and everything. This guy, talk about... Paul, the guy, Ron and Fez's intern, that I had a little problem with, a little issue with him being a little, hands-on, a little like talky, chatty Cathy, shut the fuck up. Oh, my God. Dude, you were treading dreadfully close to that area.
Yeah, I pulled a Paulie.
He got wasted, and he was going around just telling everybody. He comes up to me, he's like, you don't understand, man. I fucking just love working with you. You're like my hero, and this. And I was just standing there like, I should fucking stab this guy right now. I should just stab him.
He said it to everybody.
He told me he was honored to get my breakfast.
He said that?
Honored to get my breakfast.
And it wasn't a joke. Like, dude, I'm honored to get your breakfast because that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
He was serious about it.
Yeah.
Seriously honored to get your breakfast, and you really, were trashed.
Well, I mean, I did have a great fucking time.
Yeah, well,
that's the least
that was obvious.
I hope so.
Why don't you say the same stuff to us live on the air?
Sober. My best recollections was Than just telling me, punch out, man. Just punch out. Get out of here.
Than was the voice of reason.
Than was trying to help him.
He really was. He's like, just shut the fuck up and leave right now.
He was giving him a good talking to right there. He was whispering.
And, of course, Jim was absolutely going against me and telling, wait, you had something more to say, Pete?
Well, no, but you know what?
That was it.
Because Anthony's standing there, and Pete's just yapping at him, and Than is trying to get him out of there, and I'm like, dude, what are you trying to say? Anthony's right here. You can tell him. He's right here. Don't be afraid.
Yeah, Than's just telling him, look, leave. You're fucking this up really badly. Just leave. And Jimmy's, no, tell him he's right here. Yeah. Go ahead. I think this is a good opportunity.
He needs to hear it. It's fine.
There's one of the great pictures that are up on, I guess, Foundry Music.
Who is that?
Why are you kissing
Wow, that's me?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's you kissing a guy.
I have no recollection.
Kissing
And that
Bill.
guy is
That's Bill, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Bill looks horrified.
Bill didn't remember that. He just went, holy shit, that's me.
You're like cupping his chin with your hand.
Wait a minute, Bill, you don't remember being kissed by a guy?
No.
And you don't remember
I have
kissing
no
a guy?
recollection of that.
I remember, actually, did you set that up with your best friend Aaron?
No, I don't know.
You know Aaron?
Big ass member?
Like,
Yeah, from the board,
yeah,
sure.
he's like, him and him became really close after that.
I don't doubt it. He was close with everybody, weren't you?
Bobby, the Ron and Fez intern, and I were just working the whole time until like 10.
Uh-huh.
And he kept coming in periodically, and he was like, you guys, you suck. I'm having so much fun. And then, like, or whatever he was saying. And he kept trying to bring us drinks and stuff, and Bobby and I were like, stressed out because people were trying to steal the VIP passes and stuff.
Whoa,
and
you guys were asking me to bring you drinks.
Oh, eventually.
Eventually, what?
Yeah, but we didn't even start drinking till after 10. It was.
Yeah, and you had a lot. Of catching up to do.
And you caught up, Bill.
You caught up in like 3
Certainly
seconds.
did.
You caught up fast.
Well, after Don or someone, it was one of the people practically forced us to go to the bar. It was Jaeger girl, Jaeger, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever Ben got me.
That
Jaeger.
was definitely the downfall.
Who told you to go to the bar?
Well, they didn't. They were like, "Hey, have a good time. Take off," because they wanted us to stop doing.
So
it.
glad everyone thought that everything was completely under control at the Hard Rock to make sure everyone got nice and snotted.
That girl coming around with the tray of Jaeger, that's what put every single person involved over the edge. And everybody's nodding now. Yeah. She kept coming around. It's like, and it's so hard to turn down a shot of Jaeger when it's just right there on that tray in front of you.
Because with Jack and Coke, I can take 6 of those and still be able to get myself home, you know.
Uh-huh.
But it was the shots and
Yeah.
The 6 Jack and Cokes.
The Jaeger does it,
It
man.
was actually the shots that did it to you.
Did anybody puke?
I sure did.
Did you really?
You
In
whooped.
my backpack on the train. On
Your
the way home.
backpack.
Well, I didn't want to get it all over the floor. It was a full train.
Hey, you're thinking. That's nice.
That was nice.
That's
It
really
was nice
good.
that you were looking out for everybody
Oh,
else.
Holy
I do
shit.
my best.
Is it true that you had some words with Fez? What happened there?
You know, I heard him talking about that on the air. I had no recollection. And I was talking to Big Ass Member. He's like, "Yeah, you did that. You definitely did that."
What happened?
I have no idea.
Apparently, yeah, Fez was talking on air yesterday about how Pete was saying, "Oh, you don't know me. I'm Pete the intern. Why, you don't know my name." And he was pointing to his badge, which just says, OA, all access.
It didn't have his name on it.
And he's like, "You don't even know my name. It's right here. I'm Pete the intern," pointing to the...
Oh, my God.
What an ass! I love it.
Oh, and another thing, when Bobby and I were working and sober, he came up and he's like, "They love you so much. Why? And then Aaron's trying to offer me $200 for a VIP pass. I'm like, and I'm like, no.
You didn't take it?
And it was he only wanted, and he only wanted it for collecting purposes. He didn't want it to actually get it. Like it was like a 10.
Yes, collect.
I'm like, no, I can't.
It's in a pristine state. Look at this.
I'm like, I don't know, but he was on the other side, like saying that, and it was like it was just like the biggest clusterfuck, like at that station I was at.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. It was a mess down there.
Are you mad that Fez didn't know your name?
I guess.
Apparently he was. And was it obnoxious? Like, "You don't know my name."
Yeah, I
That's
don't know.
what I
It's just
heard.
from Fez, and he was, the way too close talking guy too.
Yeah.
Oh.
I remember him.
Wow.
I remember Pete trying to bond with Ant by saying they're fellow LARPers.
Oh, yeah, he was saying I was a LARPer because I was just dressed
that's
up
right,
in
Pete
like
is a real
Renaissance
LARPer.
attire.
Yeah, I've been there.
He's a real LARPer and stuff. But, I keep it to the monitor, the computer monitor. I've never been out in the woods hitting my friends with fake swords.
I trip over his LARPing weapons every morning
Oh,
trying to
Opie
get ready
gets
for this
pissed.
stupid radio show.
This thing's getting fucking thrown out if I trip over it one more fucking time.
I threw something out.
Whose is this? And then someone goes, "Oh, it's Pete." And Opie goes, "Who the fuck is Pete?"
There it is. This is one of his LARPing weapons right here.
I was going to bring it home, but Travis wanted to keep it.
It's labeled Pete's LARP thing. What is this, Pete?
Some kind of club?
That is a mace.
It is a mace.
Yeah,
And it's covered in duct tape and decorated with some tribal stuff you do with a Sharpie. And I guess you hit each other with this.
Yes.
And like I would get some points.
Yeah, you'd yell 2 damage.
2 damage right there. What about it?
2 damage.
What if I crack over your fucking head?
That would be a foul.
A foul? It's no foul. What the fuck?
There's no fouls. I guess there are fouls in LARPing. Bunch of pussies that you guys are.
Yeah, well, they are a bunch of pussies.
Shove it up your ass.
Fucking LARPers.
Too damaged.
I can't even look at you when I'm looking at look at those two things together. That's awful.
I know. Let's say hi to Rob on Long Island, faithful listener of the fine program. Rob, what's up?
What's going on, guys? Great
Hey, man.
party. Well, first call on Monday.
All right, hold on a minute. This is what we're going to do today. You were at the event, right?
Yes, I was.
All right, so it was a great party. I will
Yes,
go on
it
record
was.
and say that was one of our better parties, yes.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well-
my friend Nick was Little Connor. We all went together.
We
I
also want people to call up today and comment about the broadcast, and you'll see how different the two are. But go ahead there, Rob.
Oh, no, I just wanted to call and say I had a great time, and guys, just keep up the good work, man. Oh, and Anthony, you wouldn't have looked any more manlier if you were wearing, like, a robe and slippers. The costume
I
is
look
very gay.
Fantastic.
Well, Anthony was brave enough to wear a costume.
Yeah,
so
I know.
you got to give him a little credit.
He was
Hey, wait a minute, my friend. You said you came with Lil Connor?
Yeah.
That's your friend you came there with? You're calling me gay? That guy was fucking naked, my friend. He was wearing a diaper. Wearing a diaper. Don't be talking about me. I looked manly.
Hey, didn't he win second place in the costume contest, though?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
Okay, man.
All right.
Punch it out, guys. Bye.
He would have won if he was a chick. It always comes down to if you're a chick, you win.
That's it. Chicks win those things. Stop it.
Wiffle Bat Girl won the costume contest.
Yeah.
There's pictures up on FoundryMusic.com, OpieandAnthony.com, Whackbag.com. There's I've already seen well over 1,000 pictures from the event.
It's amazing.
What a rack.
Yeah, a lot of flashing at the event, so that was great for everybody as well. So
Wunderbar.
yes, and at one point we lost Jimmy for like an hour and a half, and you come back on stage and you didn't even realize we were broadcasting.
All night I didn't know you were broadcasting. I had no idea this was going on in the air.
That's typical.
And I was on stage, but with you when you first went out, I had no idea this was being broadcast.
No.
Nah.
This is the organization we have, isn't it great?
I just didn't know.
I'm just completely happy today.
Also, Ron.
One of the main guys on the show had no clue.
No clue we were
And I'm not
broadcasting.
blaming you.
Yeah, no, I
Trust
really didn't
me,
know.
Jimmy.
No.
All of a sudden, I'm like, where the fuck is Jimmy? He disappeared for like an hour and a half. And then he comes back, and I go, dude, what are you doing? We're broadcasting. He goes, we're broadcasting? I'm like, yeah, we're fucking
I
broadcasting.
had no idea.
I know it sounds like shit, but we're still at least trying.
I thought Ron and Fez did like a short period of time, and I didn't hear anything else about it. So I'm like, oh, okay, it was just a quick little, maybe an hour to broadcast
the
or whatever.
whole thing was broadcasted.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Also, Ron and Fez didn't know it was live either.
Oh, really?
They had no idea that they were live. They were told that it was going to be replayed and cut up to be
Well,
played.
you know,
Really?
Yeah, they had no idea, and I think they were really mad about
shit.
that.
Someday
course.
people will listen to us. I mean, what you do is you do the live party, you record the whole thing, then we come back and our boys spend the whole night getting the really good clips, and then we look like superstars because you don't have to listen to all the crap. That's how radio has always worked. But for some reason, we had to broadcast.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit. All right, let's say hi to Mike in New Jersey. Mike, what's up?
Mike.
Hey, boys. How's it going? Great party the other night. I listened to it on the radio. I thought it came out pretty good. The band, like you said, it sounded a little tinny, a little off, but understanding that it was live, I thought it was good. I thought you guys did a really good job. Congratulations.
Oh, all right. Well, that'll make us feel a little better today.
Take care, guys.
All right. Derek heard the bands. Derek, what do you have to say about the broadcast of the bands?
Well, pretty much what the fucking A.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like that? Was that your example? Because that was pretty good.
Mumbling idiot. He sounds like Reagan on the stand.
Will.
The mix was awful for most of the stuff. The guitars were loud in some areas. Sometimes you couldn't hear the singer. Drum sounded just like it was overheads only.
Overheads only. That's what you
There
want
was
to
no
hear.
bass.
Yeah.
Some of them. So it was just,
Yikes.
yeah, it was a mess.
And why was Travis hugging you? Because now I'm seeing a picture of Travis hugging you,
Where?
I don't know.
and you're not happy about it.
They were all hammered. It was great.
Look, turn this around. What is wrong with our staff? They're hugging and kissing each other?
I didn't want to be kissed. I want to point that out. And
Well, you got kissed by Pete.
Yeah.
And now we got a picture of Travis hugging Derek. You don't remember that, Derek?
No, not really.
You don't remember that? Oh, my gosh.
Sean from Vegas didn't like the show. He says, but Ant, you're fucking hilarious when you're hammered. More Anthony sloshed, more gooder. I was actually keeping my drinking in somewhat of control. I was actually telling the Jaeger girl, I'll only have half a shot, but come back twice as often. She did.
Steve was. You could tell Steve might have been a little close to blackout, because Steve does when he gets drunk. Is he stands perfectly straight, but his head wobbles a little bit. He's like fucking Hepburn. You can see he's fighting the urge just to collapse on the floor. He's perfectly erect.
Just his head. Oh, that's great. It's so true. I noticed that, too.
And I'm perfectly fine. There's like a discoloration in his face.
My Steve Bobblehead doll. Available on Foundry Music.
Did you try to kiss him, too? Ricky Linderman, did you?
Probably. Let's go to Jerry in Connecticut.
Hey, dude.
Hey, Jerry, what's up?
Dude, that show Monday was fucking awful.
There we go.
Atrocious. I turned it off after like an hour. I couldn't listen anymore. I swear to God.
You lasted an hour?
I did. I heard Livewire and I heard the Rush tribute band. Fucking terrible.
Well, these bands live were unbelievable.
I mean,
unbelievable.
You knew they had potential, but at some point I didn't even think, like in the Rush tribute band, I'm like, the guy's not even playing bass. I couldn't hear it.
Yeah, and that's a pretty important part. You know?
Yeah.
Shit.
You know, like in Tom Sawyer, I'm like, I don't hear the bass.
Right.
It was really bad. Really, really bad.
All right. Thank you, Jerry.
Thanks, man.
And someone was commenting that it's like I think I saw Anthony petting a horse outside. I was like, it was a horse. He came up on the sidewalk.
In New York City?
Yeah.
Was it a cop?
No, it was he had a little wagon with him, you know, one of those horse-drawn carriages.
Oh, yeah.
And he came up on the sidewalk, and I just was walking back into the bar, and I just kind of, like, scratched his little nose. And someone had it, like, as if I was there. He'd like, hey, you horsey. Because I have complete recollection of that.
Another shot of Jaeger, we'd have had that little LARPing outfit off, and we could have had the horse propped up like that video we saw. Giving you good intestinal cleaning.
Oh, my God. Let's say hi to Dan. What's up, Dan? Dan!
Hey.
We're losing you, Dan. Try to call back.
Hello?
We'll go to Joe the trucker. Hey, Joe.
Hey, guys. I was at a truck stop, drinking a six-pack of beer, listening to your shit. I thought it was so damn good, I wouldn't even let the lot lizards interrupt me.
Oh, see, maybe you had to be drunk. Driving.
So you enjoyed it?
No, not driving. I was sitting at the truck stop.
Oh, very good.
I was playing it on the roadie, so a bunch of other drivers, we had it all on the same station. We were all just we just had a blast.
Well, maybe it was fun to just listen in to the train wreck. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's just like looking at a car wreck. You know, you just got to look at it.
Right. All right.
All right, I'm punching out.
Thank you, Joe. Harry in Illinois. Harry?
Hey, boys.
Hey.
Hey, I really didn't expect it to be much better when you guys are at a live broadcast. The fact that a lot of us can't be there, just the fact we got to listen in. The music was a little bad. I'll agree with that, but just the fact we got to listen in was good enough for me.
Well, that's what's frustrating to me. I mean, we didn't cover the basics, really. I mean, the band should have sounded great on the radio. There's no reason why they should have sounded as bad as they did. None whatsoever. Anthony and I should have been able to hear each other on stage. Just this dumb stuff that should have been taken care of, and the broadcast would have been a lot better.
Right.
A lot better.
Well, as a listener point of view, though, it's better to listen to that than not listen at all.
All right.
All right, sir.
Thank you, Harry. I appreciate it. Let's go. We'll take just a couple more here. John in Utah. John?
Hey, dude.
Hey.
Yeah, you guys sounded really good, but the bands were just bad, especially AC/DC. I gave up and crashed, and I was in Vegas.
And the band...
Wow, and live, they sounded great.
Yeah, people were losing their minds. Minds.
I was looking forward to listening to Anthony's brother's band, and yeah, I got discouraged.
Yeah, the bands all sounded like crap live. Yeah, on the air live, they were great, though.
Right. All right, John.
Happy birthday, Oak.
Oh, no. That's the end of the bid right there. Someone finally blew it. Oh, well.
Why? It's your birthday. Happy birthday, Ope.
No, the Jim Norton bid is now over. It's too bad.
Like how they all sang "Happy Birthday" to you last
very
night.
nice.
A whole room full of people.
Monday
2 nights ago.
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Maybe you thought it was last night because Bill is still wearing the wristband.
Yeah,
You guys catch that?
Yeah,
Was
Bill's still
he?
wearing
Yeah.
the wristband. Anthony gave up on yesterday. So
Yeah,
to
I
you-
gave up on yesterday.
So to you, this is Tuesday, right?
I was in a hotel room, locked in, just watching movies, not talking. I couldn't even talk. It was so hard to hear anything. And like Ope was saying earlier, that's pretty important, is to be able to sit there and hear the people you're broadcasting with.
Right.
Oh, is my dentist here?
That's your dentist?
Is that who we were?
That's not your dentist, is it?
That was the guy that did my root canal. Not my dentist. He did my root canal, though.
Him?
Yeah.
Looks like my massage therapist.
If you recall, I told him he could come up. I saw him on the street the day before yesterday, before the party, because if you remember, he was here once before, but he left in complete horror because you and Jimmy started going at each other.
Oh, he came that
He
day?
came- yeah. He was like, "I'm a big fan of the show. I'd like to just sit and watch." I'm like, "Okay, cool. Come down. We have fun." He finally gets to see the show, and it's me sitting there going, oh, shit. Oh, you two going at each other, and he just fled the building.
Is he upstairs? You upstairs?
Not next door upstairs. He's not the guy upstairs.
Oh, okay.
No.
Because I actually I had tooth pain recently. It's funny. I thought, I was like, man, I'll
You
come in and
did.
work. And yeah, it was bad.
Maybe you can work a deal when you go outside.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. All right.
Couple of men.
Welcome to the
There
show,
he
sir.
goes.
Hi, fella.
Watch through the glass.
Yeah, let's say hi to Dugout Doug. Hey, Doug. No? What did I do wrong?
Hit the button.
Doug.
What's going on, fellas?
Hi, Doug.
What's up, Doug?
When I got home at about 7 o'clock in the morning, I checked out the listening thread for the show, and I couldn't believe the bashing the bands were getting. They were scary, like the legitimate bands in person. It was scary how good those guys were.
That's what's frustrating because, you know, they shouldn't have got bashed. But I guess the mixing of the bands was just awful because people in the place were losing their minds. Like the Rush band, the people were like, holy crap, that's Rush.
Yeah,
they were. You couldn't even tell they were that good. And 2U was phenomenal. They brought the house down at the end of the show.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But if you go to the listening thread on Whackbag, they just destroyed the whole live broadcast.
Ouch.
Completely destroyed it.
And, you know, well, they should. It was
Not to a point, but, you know,
bad on the air.
most of those pricks are just looking for any bad, you know, anything that's bad about the show and then just blow it up out of proportion. So,
Doug, by the way. Doug?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for showing that Heine off.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, that's mine.
is that your chicks?
Oh.
Yeah, I get to touch that.
Yeah,
It's fantastic.
yeah, her ass
Okay,
is
see the
up on
picture?
all the websites today for everyone else to enjoy.
Let me see that, Hawk.
Great pics on Whackbag. I got to touch that on somebody else's hotel room bed, too, so that was great.
Very nice.
Very good. All right,
And,
Doug.
yes, gentlemen, have a good day.
Bye, sweetie.
Are you working on any projects?
Actually, I believe that there's one coming up for the marathon. If you keep your eyes open, you may see something really special.
All right.
Oh, good.
Thank you, Doug.
When's the marathon?
Sunday.
Ooh.
All right, let's go to Ted in Colorado. What's up, Ted?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, Ted.
Hey, I just want to tell you sounded great on the radio. Ron and Fez did a great job. It was funny as hell. They had no clue that they were on the air. Fez started saying, "What? We're broadcasting live?" That was funny as hell. You guys did a great job. Sounded good. Sorry I couldn't be there at the party, boys.
Man, I mean, if this was college radio, that'd be funny, but shouldn't people know all this stuff beforehand?
Yeah.
That maybe the thing they're doing is going to be live?
You would think that would be top priority. Inform the people on the air that they are indeed on the air. That's what that little light was for when they invented radio. Didn't they have a light that said on the air? That was like the first thing they invented. Hey, we're broadcasting. Here's something called the radio.
Right.
What else do we need? A light that tells us when we're on. That was invention number 2.
Yeah, there's 100 things you got to worry about. Number 1 is, well, tell your broadcasters that, yes, indeed, what they're doing will be heard by people. I think that would be the first thing you do.
Yeah.
I can understand if you didn't get to the 99th point on the list.
Right.
But number 1, I think, is important. DJ in Wisconsin. What's up, DJ?
Hey, guys. Not
Hey, man.
too much. How you guys doing today?
All right.
All right. Hey, You know, that the other night there, I was listening to that, and I tried pushing you guys to everyone I know. I always got you on in my truck. I had some people in there going from bar to bar. We listened to it for about 10 minutes, and I tell you, I had to turn it off.
You know, you're a douchebag.
It
Listen to this motherfucker. You know, I had a lot of people trying to turn them on to what you do. Yeah, pick that broadcast.
Yeah, thanks, sir.
What a cock. You stink. Shut up.
Stop trying to make us feel like we lost a whole bunch of new listeners.
Yeah.
You know, guys, I own a gymnasium. I packed it with people.
I tried, you know. I had a bunch of people here.
No, you guys are
Wisconsin.
but God damn, that was bad.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, guys.
Jackass. That's what he was doing, too, Jimmy.
Yeah.
You know, I had people with me. They were all potential. Listen now, forget it.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Let's say hi to Mike in Brooklyn. Mike.
Hey, guys, what's going on?
Hey.
First of all, as a listener, I had no idea you guys were going to be broadcasting it live either. I went up from work, turned it on.
No one knew.
But as far as that goes, the only part I got to hear was the costume contest.
Yeah.
Which does not really make the most exciting radio.
Of course not.
No, costume contests, I believe you never hear them on the radio live.
Yeah, but the pictures
There's a reason.
from the costume contest are very entertaining. So,
Mhm.
all right, man.
Well,
Thank you.
All right, guys. Later.
Well, you know, we can't talk about the costumes without bringing up our own Danny.
Wow. He kept going to me, why are you looking at me? I'm like, what? Why?
Why?
Are you kidding me? You couldn't stop looking at him.
I'll say.
He's got a set of balls, this
There
kid,
you
though.
go. And everyone saw him.
Danny's got a set of balls, though. You got to give it to him.
I like his costume. I thought
I would
it was
have
great.
to say Danny had the most outrageous costume at the whole event.
Yeah.
Name another costume that was more outrageous
my God, there he
than
is.
that.
Oh, that's something.
The pictures are up on opieandanthony.com,
Gene
foundrymusic.com. Right.
I knew I was going to get so smashed today.
Yeah.
Really was not looking forward to it.
Well, it's a great costume. I like how he took his tighty whities and drew pubes on it.
Well, because I wanted to make it look like my cock was
Like
tucked
you were
in.
tucked in the famous scene. But he's got, like, it's blue. He used blue Sharpie.
He did actually tuck. We were up in the VIP area talking, and one of the girls said, "Why don't you tuck? It's not tucked." And he actually tucked and pulled his things down, his little boxers down, and back walked
Really?
a little bit. Yeah, it was very realistic.
Fantastic.
Oh my God.
I can't even look at it on the screen. Like I see it at the corner of my eye, and I don't.
Yeah, it is really something.
And I'm such a dick. He had the costume on for maybe 10 minutes, and then I see him backstage, and he's dressed like he is today. I'm like, what happened to your costume? And he goes, dude, it's really not going over like I expected or too well. I'm like, no, it's going over great.
Yeah, get it back on.
You got to put it back on.
I love when he was on stage and he was trying to be, he was in character actually, and he was talking to him. His eyes were actually closed. He was like, would you? But his eyes were like closed. He was so into the role. It was good, Dan.
He really got into it.
It's called drunk.
Again, another drunk.
And then he was brave enough to do a sing-along with the whole crowd. That was really funny. From Silence of the Lambs, the musical. Yeah.
I mean, well, because I knew what you guys were doing. You were setting me up because you brought out Nathaniel and Travis and Derek first, and excluded me because I knew you were going to take me out separately. And I'm like, oh, shit, well, now I got to come up with like a gag to do, I suppose. So I just figured I would do the lines from the song and have the crowd finish.
Oh, yeah. We got it? All right, let's try this. Hit it.
Where's Danny? Well, let's have Nathaniel intro Danny.
Hold on. Can you stop this?
Here come.
Yeah, I forgot to mention this, by the way.
Yeah.
Both of us sounded like we had really bad colds.
Yeah, why is that?
Why?
Because everything had to be yelled.
Do you really have to ask why at this point?
Everything, we had to yell everything.
Because this far into our radio careers, we still have people that don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
Hit it.
Where's Danny? Well, let's have Nathaniel intro Danny. Here comes the gayest motherfucker on the planet, Danny. Never. Your crowd. It drops the lotion on his skin. It doesn't. Can you do that louder?
Jimmy. He's instigating.
It rubs the lotion on his skin or else it gets the horns. When it's done, there's one more little chance.
Holding the mic out for the audience to finish.
Let's hear it for Danny, everyone.
Wow.
Danny.
What a set of balls behind that blue Sharpie. You couldn't find a black fucking Sharpie?
This whole fucking place and the studio and this whole fucking Hard Rock Cafe, not one black Sharpie to be found.
Then
So I
they
have
started
blue
throwing
pubic hair.
Sharpies.
Thank you.
They were throwing black Sharpies at us.
They're pelting you.
There it is, a little clip of Danny as he hit the stage.
Isn't it great to hear yourself drunk?
Oh, yeah. I was about to say, I really just need to stay away from alcohol for some
Danny,
time.
as that clip was playing, he turned completely around and just wanted it to go away.
Yeah.
Make it go away, make it go away.
You know what we needed? We needed a tape recorder backstage for the interns and everything being real drunk. That would have been radio.
Well,
yeah.
Why didn't we do that?
Instead we get, hey guys, let's give a big hand.
There's a lot of things we should have done.
Danny's costume kicked ass, and he had the attitude to make it work.
It was great.
Oh, he's got balls.
Oh,
Thank you. Speaking of costumes, sorry, Eric, I got to call you out because I was the only one that knew what Eric.
He knew. I'm looking right at him, and I had no clue.
And I finally told Anthony, and you got like douche chills, didn't you?
I had no idea.
Everyone got douche chills. Eric shows up at the party, E-Rock, who sits to my left, and he had a goatee.
Yeah, that's what I noticed.
And I guess you were growing the goatee over break, right?
Yeah.
All right, I didn't know. I didn't notice that you had the goatee on Monday, I guess. So I see him at the party, and I'm like, hey, that's a cool new look you got. I like the goatee. Thinking
But
he's
looking a little older.
Thinking he's just, growing a goatee. Not thinking much of it. And then I noticed, like, his kind of periwinkle-ish shirt.
Right.
And then I'm like, wow, why would he, like, wear a shirt like that to the Halloween party? Just dumb thoughts that are going through my mind as I'm wandering around because he's dressed a little different than he usually is. So obviously you're gonna notice. And then he's got like a black hat on. I'm like, And then I went, oh my God, Eric, don't tell me you came to the party dressed as Anthony. And he goes, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
And I go, dude, no one knows that.
I didn't know.
No one knows that. Even Anthony, because then I told
Honored.
Anthony, and he went, oh my God, oh my God.
Jeez,
Because you always wear a hat, so we're used to seeing you in a cap. And the goatee is not that big a stretch.
Right.
And let's be honest, the shirts you wear are normally borderline horrendous, so that was just one more.
And the real interesting part of this also is that when we are out, I don't wear a hat. I usually only wear a hat here in the studio. So you were there. Yeah, you were there.
Dressed as Anthony
As
would
me.
in studio.
And I'm not wearing a hat live at the event. You are. So it completely...
People would have known it was Anthony if you put that outfit on and carried a bag of money over your shoulder.
If you really wanted to be me, you should have just stayed at home and said, fuck everybody.
Exactly.
That's what I do.
Well, you know what, though? Now we got a side-by-side shot.
Yes, there it
We
is.
got E-Rock dressed as Anthony, and he's standing next to Anthony, and wow, I can't even tell you two apart. I gotta tell you.
E-Rock, it's you with a goatee.
Yeah. And that's the best you could do as far as a periwinkle shirt?
I tried all over to find something
I would
close
never wear
to what he
stripes
had.
that wide. Are you crazy?
When did you finally realize that not one human being recognized your costume? He's like a Brady kid looking for a surprise party.
Yeah.
Probably walked in and figured the cameras would go off.
I realized when we were walking on stage and before you guys started talking, Opie goes, "You're supposed to be Anthony, right?" Yeah. And then I realized, oh great, nobody knows what the fuck.
No one
I
knows.
started talking to him about his goatee,
Right.
and I was like, "Would you grow that so people would think you're older or something?"
Yeah.
Like I'm talking to him about his costume that's supposed to be me, not even knowing.
Well, he didn't even really commit because I'm looking at the picture now, and the goatee doesn't even look that thick yet.
No.
Like the best I could do for a week.
He's boyish.
Yeah.
All right, well, you gave it a shot.
That's something. One guy came as me from the old Apollo air conditioning days. That was good.
Oh, yeah?
He had an Apollo air conditioning shirt on and a giant afro on his head. It's very funny. Bastard.
I'm the new Eric Nagel.
Hey, guys! Prize party for me.
Let's say hi to Lloyd in Dallas. Lloyd.
Hi, I was just calling about the party, but Monday, everything sounded just horrible. I mean, the audio was all off. Everyone was frustrated. But the party that night sounded great.
Words of wisdom, Lloyd. Words of wisdom.
Well, that's what we're dealing with today. Everyone there had a great time. The party really did rock.
Hair of the dog that bit me, Lloyd.
But the broadcast was, a disaster.
Yeah.
In general, it was definitely a disaster.
I was wondering why Eric was wearing a faggy shirt. Now it all makes sense. Fast Freddy.
All right.
You should have done something with the germs, Hawk. Something that was said that you didn't want people touching.
Right.
You. That probably would have.
Should have like Purell in your pocket. Somebody gave me some Purell, some of that antibacterial stuff.
Used it right in front of Pete.
Yeah.
After Pete shakes his hand, Anthony opens his own hand and dumps a gallon of Purell into it.
And just started wiping. Yeah. I was like people were high-fiving and shaking my hand in front of the stage, and I just followed up, squeezing it into all their hands. I'm just Purelling everybody. Because that lunatic that distributes it was there, just as a big pumpkin. There's some insane guy that just has, like, antiseptic stuff that he gives us at appearances.
Well, he came by and helped a show back in the NEW days.
Yeah.
Did he help clean up one of the 55-gallon drum challenges or something?
Yeah, I think that was it.
So he had his moment of fame, and ever since he's been trying to ride it out. It's like,
and he keeps bringing stuff like that,
dude,
which is
thanks.
good, I guess.
You remember me? I brought you a stick up in the late 80s. Yeah, we know you.
It's like, thanks, you have some great cleaning products, but there's not much else we could do with you. Do you understand?
Exactly.
There's not much range here.
How about cleaning your body out of about 120 pounds? I was standing there talking to a girl, and he's standing there, and he's going, and he's being nice, but he's going, dude, this one chick wants to, she wants to fuck you. The girls here want to fuck you. I'm like, hey, stupid.
I'm working here.
What are you talking about? It was a girl from Massachusetts. Lovely gal.
Oh. Is that the picture that I saw online with you? There's a picture of you online, and your hand is down some girl's pants.
She put it there. If that's the picture I'm thinking, no, that's actually a different girl.
Oh, okay.
No, all right, no.
Oh.
This was a girl who I had made the acquaintance of and was chatting and chit-chatting. So I'm like, dude, that's not a professional move.
Right. Let's say hi to Ronnie in Chicago. Ronnie?
Hey, how y'all doing?
Good. How did it sound to you out there in Radio Land?
Myself, I thought it was excellent. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. Rez and Fez done a good job, and for my very first concert I ever heard live on the radio or XM, that was really good. I mean, why are you guys kicking yourselves asses? Why are you guys kicking your asses anyway?
Well, dude, Rez and Fez didn't know they were live. I mean, did you know? Did you actually know that Rez and Fez were live, or did you not know?
Well, they said they were live.
How long have you been listening to the show, Ronnie?
Oh, I've been listening to you guys for about 3 months now.
Cool. Yeah, you got a lot to learn, though.
Well,
I'm glad you like the show, definitely. But
I did.
This is part of the program where we spend time just beating ourselves up.
Why?
You're not going to get this from many radio shows out there, because it's fun.
That's true.
It's fun.
All righty.
All right.
Y'all have a great day.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, Jesus, Jimmy.
There's pictures of me.
Oh, my God.
Mock sodomizing about 9 different people.
Yeah, what the hell is that?
By the way,
I didn't request any of these pictures. The girls were going, all right, take a really dirty one. And I think they knew I wasn't going to do anything truly awful.
By the way, the point I want to make, there's some great pictures of Jimmy that we're now checking out.
Yeah.
Where he's pretty much simulating having doggy-style sex with this chick.
Yeah.
There's another picture of him with his hand down the front of another girl's pants. And same girl on that one?
Put it there.
All right, but these pictures are really hilarious and fun, right?
Yeah.
This is what he was doing as you and I are sweating our balls off on stage. Going, holy shit, 600,000+ people around America are trying to listen to this horseshit. Where's Jimmy? Well, you guys get to enjoy where Jimmy was.
Yeah.
While your pals were on stage sweating it out.
As I'm seeing these pictures, this is how obsessed with my own fatness I've been. Every time I'd see one of these pictures, I'd be like, wow, your face does look a little thinner. That's all I was noticing was the fact that my face looked a little thinner. I didn't care what I was doing. She actually put my hand there, and it wasn't touching anything with the top of her panties, unfortunately.
All right.
Which really hurt.
Well, we're going to get some more clips from the Halloween party as we move forward today. Right?
See that one.
We doing that, Eric? All right. Why do you keep saying that it was only 600,000 plus people listening, when in the mornings you say over 1 million are listening. That's Sonny Forelli from Boston. Well, Sonny, it was Halloween night, so we're competing against a lot of things.
And it's at night. There's generally less listeners at night.
Yeah. And that's that's a guesstimate. I don't know the exact number of people.
What's he getting at?
I don't know. There's definitely more people that listen to us in the morning than if we're all of a sudden on in
the middle of the night.
Not in the middle of the night, but at night, or even in afternoons. It's just how it goes in radio. So we're just guessing, really. I definitely think it was a lot less than 1 million. A lot less than the people that listen to us on a daily basis in the morning.
Sonny pisses me off a lot of times.
Why?
I don't know. It's just like some of his instant feedbacks are a little piss-offing. You know what? I'm not even going to deal with his anymore. Banned. Here we go. Just a click of a link right here, and he is banned.
I'm not playing that gag today. You ban whoever the fuck you want. I hate you all. I fucking hate you all. If you want to ban the whole fucking lot of them, go
just
ahead.
write down line, ban, 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 ban.
Ban, 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 ban. My brother's in studio, by the way, Elmo.
What's happening, people?
Good to see you here this morning.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
It was good to see you in your LARPing gear the other night.
LARPing gear. I was a lord of the manor. People were like, what are you, a pirate? Well, okay, if you want me to be.
You know, I was kind of feeling bad about myself when I was heading over to the Hard Rock. I'm like, why couldn't I step up and, get a costume on? I swear to God I was thinking that. Because everyone was all excited, and I was hearing from people, my phone's ringing, and they're all excited about their costumes. I'm like, God, why for once can't I step up and just get a damn costume on for Halloween?
Yeah.
What's it going to hurt? And then I was reminded when I saw Anthony that I made the right decision.
It's like, oh, okay, now I remember why. Now I feel good.
I just can't do that. I just can't do what you do.
I knew my fans wanted to see the rapier and wanted to see my bow.
But man, we get the moniker of being shock jocks and being ultra cool and
cool.
And then you walk out with puffy shirts and
that was a lord of the manor. You know how cool I would have looked hundreds of years ago?
I was going to say, puffy shirts and weapons from another era gone by.
Right. I was just probably the only one walking around sporting a fucking 3-foot-long sword, too.
And
in New York City.
I don't know about that. Did you see those photos I took? I was close.
Yeah, that one. Nice one. Doggy style.
And I am so sick of looking at Norton's hard-ons, man.
I didn't show you one, did I?
Sound absolutely awful, but my brother finally got to...
the diner.
My brother finally got to experience what I live when I hang out with Norton.
It was very lovely, very lovely.
And there are women around. It is amazing what it takes for you just to get wood. Or were you on Cialis or something?
No, I was just turned on. I was horny.
Yeah, but nothing was going on for you to be that turned on. And then, of course, we're at a diner in the middle of the night there, and...
those are good pants for me.
Those are good pants for you?
Yeah.
Was it like pup tent type pants?
Yeah.
I'm sitting next to Jim. There's a whole bunch of us at this diner, and all of a sudden, I know something's going on because you could feel the happiness to my right, and he's never happy. And then he leans back and just kind of puts it on display and kind of hints look. And you look down and there's just a fucking monster trying to peek out of his pants.
Gotta do that.
So I'm like, if I gotta look at this, I might as well turn my brother onto this too. I'm like, Darren, take a look.
I thought it was because of the food. I mean, it was good food there, so I just, I assumed it was that.
I got an extra piece of pork roll.
And all you hear from my left from my brother is, oh! It's like horrible.
Well, I was talking to
You need a bottle of ketchup, Jimmy. Just ask me. I'll buy it for you. You don't have to steal it from the diner.
But
I was talking to a young lady, and
he enjoys showing his friends what's going on.
It was just silly because I'm talking to this girl on my right.
Silly.
And it was just funny 'cause I could hear him giggling on my left, and I'm leaning back at the table and I'm chatting with her. And I'm showing my rod and making it move. It was just a goof.
Just a goof.
But she has no idea what I'm doing.
No.
I thought I was getting vibes off her. I was like, yeah, she's cute, and another Philly girl that I just go nowhere with. I didn't want to sleep with her. I just wanted to hang with her for a little while, and she's like, no, give me a call.
Jimmy, but I don't know.
Well, you did realize that the waiter spent a lot of time talking to you after seeing that happen. Yes.
I got to tell you something about Jimmy. I might be, if I'm wrong, call me out on this, Jimmy.
Okay.
Jimmy wants to get laid with minimal work.
No, well, yeah, you're right.
How long? How long were you hanging out with this girl, who was very nice, by the way?
But actually, that night I wasn't talking about banging her. Like I didn't expect to bang her.
But dude, you didn't know her going into the diner.
No.
So we were in the diner maybe less than an hour.
Right.
And you were pissed off because she wasn't going home with you.
But not. I know that sounds like if I was expecting to bang her.
You were pissed off, and now you want to say how much Philly girls suck again.
Philly girls. My problem with Philly girls is this, and I've had this with every single one of them. There's always like you get along, and then nothing. Now, was I expecting like sex from her? No. I mean, I know she's a nice girl, and I know she's not like the type that just bangs automatically. But I really wasn't expecting to take her home and bang her. I figured out maybe we'd make out on the couch or something. It really wasn't. I didn't expect it to lead to sex because I got nice vibes off her, but I didn't get like fuck vibes. I know the difference. So it's like when you want to hang with a chick, because you're just like, all right, it'd be nice to
But
meet
you
somebody.
realize some of these girls need a little more than just a quick meal at a diner at 2 in the morning.
No, I know.
It's
but
like you're all right, well,
he did
hey,
give him more.
Yeah.
A show in his lap.
Right. But he's sitting next to her. They're enjoying burgers and stuff. Next thing you know, he's fast forward and thinking, all right, she's gonna be shitting on my chest in an hour.
Well, yeah, who wouldn't make that leap? It's a logical leap.
It's like trying to leap over the goddamn Grand Canyon, my friend.
But no, I don't mean
Without
like
a motorcycle.
I wasn't looking for. If I was looking for sex, I'll go yeah. But I really wasn't. Like I know when I'm like in complete filth vibe.
Yeah.
If I'm getting sexual vibes off a person and they don't bang me, then I get really annoyed. But I wasn't getting that off her. I was just getting nice vibes. Like I thought you kind of liked me a little bit, but so I kind of know the difference and I know what my motives are. But just the fact that she wouldn't even come hang for a while, I was like, what do you think I'm going to do? Just attack you?
Well,
I know, they do think that.
They do
That's what annoys
think that.
me. It's like,
Yeah.
don't you realize if I try to kiss you and you don't want me to kiss you, you just leave. What am I gonna do? Fucking jump on you? I mean, I'm not a bad guy. And Ope's girlfriend was vouching for me. He's like, he's a nice guy. He's not gonna. And I wouldn't have done anything.
She told me afterwards, though, man. God, did Jimmy put me in a bad position? Because it's her friend who's like the nicest of all her friends. Like she's like as innocent as they come, and all of a sudden Jimmy's like, you know. He's pulling in the right-hander from the bullpen, Lindsay, and goes, come on, Linz, vouch for me. I'm a nice guy. But Lindsay has heard the stories behind, because we've hung out enough. So Lindsay's like, oh, my God, do I throw one of my good friends to the fucking lion or not?
But I would, but I mean, nice guy in the sense that, not that I'm not a perv. I mean, that's pretty common knowledge. But then I'm not going to, you're not in any danger if you come home with me like, well, who is this guy? I don't know this guy. What's he going to do to me?
Well, there should be a scale so you could say, Linz, I'm not looking for the Cleveland steamer. I'm just looking for a little makeout.
Yeah, really.
Then she probably would have definitely said, oh, yeah, very cool.
Well, no, she did actually go to bat for me, but I mean...
she was like, later on, she's like, man, that was really tough.
But it wasn't... I wouldn't have attacked the girl. You're never in any danger come. There's a difference between being a little perv and being aggressive and dangerous, and that I'm not.
She's into it. You'll be there.
Oh, please. I'll smell your ass after you run around the block. But if you say no... I'm not going to be jamming my fingers in you. Like, that's to me what's important. If a woman knows she can just get up and go, fuck this, I'm going, and leave.
Yeah.
You always can.
Well.
That's the reputation I have.
All right. This just in, by the way. Brother Joe has called. He does not want his performance with his fine U2 tribute band, To You, to be replayed. On 202.
He doesn't have to worry. That show is being burned.
And Joe loves promotion.
Yeah.
He gets it.
Oh, my God.
This was supposed to be a big, big win for him and his band. And now he's calling to say he doesn't want his set rebroadcasted.
Yeah. They sounded great.
They sounded unbelievable in the club, and that's what's so too bad about this right now. So officially, he does not want to be part of the rebroadcast. I think we're just going to have to bury the show.
The show's going to have to go down in history as one of those that just go away.
Right. Hey, where's Martini Steve? Did he have a good time at the party? You could never tell with him.
No, he's just teetering.
I think he was doing all right.
Yeah?
Yeah. Did he do any Jaeger?
I don't know what he did.
Everyone else did.
He was very quiet, I noticed. Here comes Steve. Steve, did you have fun at the party?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. I was more restrained than I usually was, just because I knew Ben and I were going to be running around working and stuff like that.
Right.
But and as I saw some of the other guys drinking, I just knew that I had to sort of hold back.
Oh, you had to be the guy?
You had to be the guy?
I didn't.
Wow.
You know what? Well,
we are in trouble.
What?
This organization is
that
in
you're
deep
the
trouble.
voice of reason. You're the
No,
guy that
well,
decided not to drink as much.
I've had too many episodes in the past, and I don't want to call anybody out because I've had too many of those episodes in the past where I've been the drunk asshole. So
did you have any Jaeger?
I had one shot of Jaeger.
Oh, one.
And then I was drinking beers, and then I felt myself starting to like list to one side, and that's when I hit the soda, and that's when I started to pull myself out of it.
Erect,
yeah,
that head
perfectly
shakes.
standing perfectly straight, and just his head kind of
moving.
bobbling back.
Is that what happened?
Fine.
I didn't even notice. I didn't realize I did.
I have another club soda, please.
What's this audio of this Illinois cop?
That was sent overnight by, I guess, one of the guys he used to work with. The guy just decided he didn't want to be a cop anymore, and this was his sign-off over the police radio. They said, gave his notice, and this was the final thing he said on the police radio as he, left the job.
Back out 229. 229. 1042. Thank you for everything. Your mom's box. 10-4, good luck.
Yeah.
He quit by saying your mom's box?
Yeah, he did.
A legendary sign-off?
That is the sign-off.
That's the sign-off when
you're not coming back.
When you're done with this radio show. He's got to be a fan of the program, huh?
Yeah, he is.
Is that what they do when they're quitting and stuff? They give them one last thing on the police radio?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. That's the first one I've ever heard.
It sounded very formal. Like it's just something they allow you to do as long as you're just,
maybe
you're not in trouble and you're just quitting the job.
Maybe he just blurted it out.
Yeah. What are they going to do?
Oh, good luck.
Oh, I got to hear that again.
Back out 229. 229. 1042. Thank you for everything. Your mom's box. 10-4, good luck.
10-4 on
10-4,
your mom's box. Good luck.
10-4.
Investigating some mother's box? What's the call they're on? Some mother in a box?
This is an all-out police pursuit because that means something else.
Yeah. We have one from, 85? Around there?
Challenger, you have go for throttle up, your mom's box.
Wow.
Too soon?
1985.
Was it 85? I hope it was.
No.
It was
86.
Well, actually, it was 85 going into 86. I was in rehab, so it was January of 86.
January 86. Yeah, I know it was somewhere around there.
Close enough, though.
Just
the dates don't all have to be accurate here on the program.
No, I think
for a few chuckles.
I think they'll give us a little leeway.
And I have a question, too, off the subject, just to remind you for later. Is there audio of a particular puppet bad-mouthing this radio show?
Oh, bad-mouthing me, I guess. What's
It's coming.
Who is it? Insult comic? Triumph. Yeah. He's got to be pretty proud of that. That gag was funny for a few minutes on Conan. Jesus.
Well, have we heard the
make
audio?
a life and career out of it? Holy shit. All right. Brother Joe wants to say hi real fast before we take a break. Brother Joe.
Hey, what's up, guys?
There he
Hi,
is.
Brother Joe.
How's things?
Well, drummer's hungover, and Tom's voice is pretty much shot. It was rough, man. No sound check. Basically, we got there a little late, and then it was the whole union thing. People wouldn't let us take our own stuff downstairs, and then we had to wait. And by the time we got in, it was too late for sound check. Very difficult thing to pull it off live, coming off on the air.
Well, the problem wasn't so much any of that. It was just the sound over the air was like ooh. But live, it was great. People loved it.
Yeah, I had no problem with it. In the room once we got there.
What happened? Problem with your drummer?
Yeah, to say the least.
What's going on with him?
Oh man, he's plain as day.
He's an
Nice way to end. He's an alcohol. Well, whatever.
No, he's an alcoholic. The guy drinks like he's a fucking drummer, man. What do you want? A lot of drummers get that way.
Apparently, he was going around to everybody, including me, and saying, how do you handle Joe when he snaps?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like he's going around to everybody.
Yeah, I know. He's been put on triple secret probation.
Corrected.
The guy is so fucking talented. You don't understand. He's the old drummer from 9 Days.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, not such a great credit, but I mean, he did. He did take part in a band that did something pretty huge as compared to most original bands that come off Long Island.
Yeah.
What happened with this guy is he was booted from 9 Days. I mean, they told him that's that. You know, we're not going to have you anymore. But due to the the bullshit that I had to go through with the guy, and the same thing, too much drink, and not enough common sense. I gave him pretty much what amounts to his last chance to make a living playing music. He is so talented. You don't understand. This kid produces like you can't believe. He straightened out our live system, so it's tweaked. It sounds amazing when we play through our own system. He's not only a drummer, but a guitar player and a bass player as well.
Got to keep him off the sauce.
That's it. I basically told him, this is the last time. Next time he drinks, next time I see him drink a beer at a show, he's going to be fired immediately. I will cancel that show.
You know how impossible that is? You're working in bar atmospheres. It's like...
Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not, because for the first month, he was an angel. The kid didn't do... He drank water and Coca-Cola.
Yeah,
a
month.
He could do it for a month. He could do it for a year. If he could do it for a year, he could do it for the
Jimmy,
rest.
being an addict, would you hang out in places where alcohol was flowing? Or?
If it's a part of your job, you have
Shut up, Joe. I'm talking to Jimmy.
Well, if they play live, it's a reality. You have to be around alcohol sometimes. You just can't.
But what would you do? Were you doing stand-up back when you quit?
Uh-oh.
Bless you, Jimmy.
Sweet boy. I was sober 3 years before I did stand-up, but the reality is you have to. It's said by certain people who may be sober or that you can't run from alcohol. You can't shy from it when it's a professional life. You have to be around it.
But the first few, months, let's say, into it, it seems a little like you're putting yourself through some real shit to be sitting there while everyone's drinking.
Well, there's things you can do while everybody's drinking. As long as it's all motives. If you're there to work, if he's there to play drums and do the gig, he's fine.
Yeah.
But if you're there, if you're going to the dressing room while they're smoking pot because you think you can handle it, then you got a problem. I think it's all your motives. But if he wants to quit, he'll quit.
That sounds rough. Yeah, well, all right.
What I like about Joe, he has no problem
dropping the hammer.
Joe rules with an iron fist.
It certainly does. Firing somebody.
I'm raising my hand. Can I speak now, Anthony?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Joe, I'm with Anthony though on that
Joe,
one. I'm
Joe,
sorry,
you would
Joe.
I asked Jimmy a question.
I thought it was directed toward me. That's the only reason I jumped on it.
Look at this. My brother has been in studio all morning. He said a few things here and there. He knows when to shut up.
Daryl knows when to shut up.
What I'm saying is, if you remember years ago, I'm going to say me. I did a lot of the bean, if you know what I'm talking about.
Coffee?
I did a lot of blow as a kid, right?
Sure
you did. And it was around me all the time, constantly. When I saw it was becoming detrimental to my life in general, I took it and I put it away. I put it down.
Yeah, Coke's different, though.
Never to touch it again. Well, then let's...
It's not like you're at the bar and people are snorting lines. You really got to seek out... If you're doing blow and then you stop doing blow and you don't want to be tempted... You don't, burst in on a toilet stall if you hear someone sniffling in there, because then you'll go, oh, shit, he's doing coke.
Then let's say cigarettes. The last one I had was 2 fucking years ago. I'm in bars all the time.
There you go. That's very difficult.
Well,
that's a good example.
It all depends on the strength of the individual's mind. And, this kid's got some problems that he'll either deal with or he won't. He'll either have a living doing this or he won't.
Or we'll get in Joe's Fucko Laird book.
Well,
Joe has his own fucko list.
There are a ton of reasons to have to not work with people.
How old is the drummer, Joe?
34.
Okay.
Someone says this sounds like a 2U behind the music.
Yeah.
You shoot the hostage.
Joe?
Shoot the drummer.
Joe, you don't want us rebroadcasting your set, huh?
No, definitely not, man. It sucked.
That's such a shame, man.
It sounded horrible.
This is going to end up in court now for years, because we're going to try to play it and Joe will file injunctions.
Yeah.
Nah, you know what, man? There were parts that sounded fine, even on the air. I've heard I've heard the audio. So some parts sounded fine. A lot of it had to do with the mix. I mean, the mix was
the mix of what he was drinking.
Yeah, right. No, the mix going out was there was no bass. Even for live wire, there was no lead guitar going out over the air.
Some people are saying your problem is you're trying to out drink U2, which could be an issue.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, in all fairness, everyone at the Hard Rock thought you guys were amazing. It's too bad it didn't translate to radio.
Why couldn't you guys do a sound check? I don't get it.
We ended up having all of our stuff stacked outside the Hard Rock, and we were told that we would have stagehands, union guys from Times Square, take the shit in. And we were waiting out there for a half hour. One guy came out and said, "Oh, wait here. We'll have stagehands out for you in a minute." They never showed up. By the time we asked, we got everything in ourselves. They said, "Okay, yeah, bring stuff in." By the time we got everything on stage set up and ready to go, it was almost doors.
Wow.
So,
all right. Well,
miscommunication. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hey, a lot of people call and they want to be the new drummer.
I could imagine. Yeah, we have a lot of those, man.
Email? You want to? How did they contact you?
You know what, man?
They can figure out that.
Tell them to just send it to the site in case this thing does not work out with this kid. I have a ton of drummers though. I mean, it's not a difficult thing to do.
All right, Joe.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot. And I had a pisser. Aside from the bullshit, I had a really.
No, it was a lot of fun. Definitely.
You guys were great.
Thanks, bro.
All right, Joe.
See you guys.
Ron and Fez entering the studio. Here they are, Ron and Fez.
They look pretty beat up.
We
want to apologize.
We want to formally apologize
personally to your faces
for the debacle that you had to be involved in.
First of all, apologize to Fez for not inviting him in during Hanson. That's what got to him.
God.
As I got my fat face pressed up against the window.
Yeah, we saw you out there.
Hey, one time I accidentally was watching one of their videos and whacked off to the singer. I thought they were an all-chick band when they were younger.
Yeah, they sure are cute.
Yeah, adorable. Although the one didn't age well.
Which one?
The gangly one. He's all buck teeth and elbows now. It's kinda sad.
Yeah.
Why would you get married so young and have 2 kids? 22. Can you imagine?
There's something going on there.
Can you imagine
like
what he
had
could
to.
get?
That was a shock.
On a nightly basis?
You know, it might shock you guys, but it doesn't really stop you. So,
So, did you have fun at the Hard Rock?
Yeah, it was great. It was great.
I could not apologize more.
The first hour and 45 minutes, I think, was my favorite part.
Oh, shit.
We felt like hostage negotiators. We're just out there talking longer and longer, and we're interviewing people that we shouldn't be like, so how long have you been a busboy here?
No. I just keep them talking.
Yeah.
Keep them talking. We're getting a trace on the phone.
I blame Ben because I go, Ben, should we go out there? It was about 8:15. He goes, nah, people are still coming in. The Rolling Stones make people wait. I'm like,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, I guess we're just like the Rolling Stones, so we'll sit back and enjoy the VIP area
Well,
for
we were
40 minutes.
Really, we really were. We were like Living Color when they opened for him that time. When fucking show at us.
That was the Steve.
Yeah, right.
1989.
Yeah.
Saw it at the Syracuse Dome or whatever it's called.
Rough.
When it was always a smart thing at the show. It's a gigantic place, and 5 black guys that aren't the Rolling Stones show up in the suburbs. People tend to not be happy.